Hey glitchers, today we have another banging video. If you haven't already, join the Belmar Discord and get access to 400 ebooks, including the ones recommended by Luke. Now you know, let's get right into the video.
Gee, I'm gassing up for this.
Hold on. Yo. How's everyone doing today? Just got finished recording a whole segment for Anime Shreds, guys. I'm not your daddy. What's up? Guys, this is what I'm currently using right now. I don't endorse them. Cinnamon. Yeah. Toothpicks, pretty cool. Ideally, you could stack it probably with nicotine. Get like a pretty good concentration going on. How's everyone doing today? What foods are good to eat for a six-pack? Calorie deficit. Tell us more about copper. Interesting. It's definitely beneficial. Guys, I'm doing pretty good on my recomp sessions. I think I'm gonna put on some pretty solid math. Alright. Where's Luke? I think Luke's in Europe. I'm not really sure, to be honest. The last time I was with Luke, it was Miami. It was the game. Craziness. It was madness trying to get into the stadium. Like, the cameras didn't do justice. They didn't show what was really going on. Like, it was chaotic. Like, we almost got into multiple brawls. That being said, it's definitely foresight, right? A foreshadowing of a micro. It's almost like a micro situation of what's going to actually occur. Because I told Luke, I was like, yo, like right now, people are about to get on fist fights. People are trampling on each other. People are stepping on each other's heads on the floor trying to get into a soccer game, right? No weapons, no nothing. Imagine people trying to survive, trying to get food, trying to leave a city. They've got guns, they got knives. That gave me perspective and clarity as to why I'm not fond of living in like a cement jungle, right? The city. That's why I'm up in the mountains. You're welcome for Anime Shreds. I'm glad you like it. Guys, I'm going to tell you a hilarious story, right? Because you realize people work off of code, automata. There's a lot of tension at the game, before the game, between the Colombians and the Argentines. People were cursing each other out. People were asking each other if they had tickets or not because they knew people were like going in without permission. It was crazy. That being said, there was this lady, I'm not sure who she was, but things got heated. She started screaming, going crazy. It's one of those classic like Latina women, super conceited, thinks they know it all. Attractive in terms of like aesthetics, that's what they use, right, as a tool for manipulation. So she started like ranting and everybody's trying to control her, and Luke says something to her. She turns around and just starts like ranting at us, and she starts screaming at me, and I'm like looking at her, and in my brain I'm like, why is she screaming right now? And the first thing that I did was I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So I just started going like this, right? I'm like, and you should have seen her. She started going crazy, ballistic. Like, she was not used to somebody replying to her like that. Everybody's like, oh, yes. You're so pretty. What's your number? I was like, and she started screaming. She's like, mocosa, like basically being, basically not submitting to her bias, right? And she's like, que respetuoso. And I'm like, pero señorita, no hay mucho para respetar. And everybody started laughing because that's the truth. And that's when I realized, I'm like, sometimes people just go off code, right? Like back in the day, normally I'd been like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Like, but then I'm like thinking, I'm like, this woman's so botted, so conceited. Like somebody needs to teach her that not everybody works off of her code, right? That being said, everything was crazy at the game. Like people took our seats. It was crazy. Yeah. But that was a little bit about the Argentina game. That was nuts. But yeah, I can't stand like conceited women, dude. It's like the worst. Why do you have no Spanish accent? Well, I actually had a Spanish accent when I moved to the States. It was very noticeable. But it's just practice. Like just use it a lot, and over the years you just get better. So, what's Alex Hormozy like? He's a lot smarter in person than I thought. Because it's very, you have to be wary of things you see online. In terms of personas, in terms of how people speak, how they convey messages. Because when they go live and there's no edits and no chop, they're like, But then they're like flowing with all the edits, and then they look like G's, and then they're flexing. But when you see them in person, you're like, bro, you're total noob. But no, he was the antithesis. Like, he was the opposite of that. Like, literally a digital stoic. The guy was ranting, super smart, learned a lot. Definitely, we fixed a lot of issues in terms of bottlenecks. It was a very long, intensive mastermind. It was super intensive. Yeah, it was long. That being said, I think if you have like 3 or 4 people in your community in school, you have access to that recording for free. It's kind of like a perk they do, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you can see basically all the whole mastermind, which is actually kind of awesome. Alright. Do we got anybody that wants to join? Got some questions. Ideally, anybody in anime shreds. Teach us Proverbs. Proverbs, everybody should be reading Proverbs every day. At least one. One or 10 Proverbs a day. Keeps the doctors away. Ugh. Guys, all I'm gonna say is I've only posted like 100th of the testimonials we got in anime shreds. I'm gonna be spamming the internet. I'm gonna be like, here you go, goblins, check it out. Metabolic flexibility, aka phenomena transmutation, glitch in the matrix, yada yada yada. You don't know, then you don't know. That being said, the people that have transformed, congratulations, kudos to you. I'll see you in the real. Alright, if we don't have any good questions, I have to pack because I'm traveling. Tomorrow I'm going to a different part of the map. Spawning. Alright. You have been invited, I believe. Here you go.
Hey, what's up, bro? How's it been going?
Do you even mute, bro?
What?
Do you even mute, bro?
You say mute?
Bro, you're not even getting my pun. I was just being rhetorical. I was like, do you even
Oh,
mute?
okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
How's
it been going?
You have a good face.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was
I
like,
appreciate
at the beach the other day, I was like walking, and a kid stopped me. He was like, bro, do you mute? And they like started walking with me for 40, 50 minutes, just asking me questions. Like, bro, I get shredded. And I'm like, so I was just playing off of that.
Yeah, I know.
Stereotypical TikTok brain, Gen Z.
Yeah, seriously. Anything like best to focus on taking care of your mind, body, and soul in the absolute best ways possible. I mean,
All right.
Staying positive. I've heard about the stuff with you at the soccer game. That shit's crazy. So
It was nuts.
yeah, literally for real. But just obviously dealing with negative people like that, especially women like that, bro. Like, just you can feel their negative energy. You know what I mean? Especially when you meditate and shit like daily.
Bro,
Just fucking like
I just
do
laugh
everything.
at it because when you see it for what it is, you kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's that. Should I like have a good time with it? And you're kind of like, yeah, why not? Worst thing they're gonna do is just scream at you or potentially slap you. But if you can dodge a slap and somebody records that, then you got some viral material right there.
Yeah, seriously, for real. That's how it is, and all the fucked up agendas being pushed. Like, you gotta realize that it's just crazy. Like, people will look at you if you defend yourself for a woman like that. You know what I mean? It's just fucking crazy.
Yo, you gotta speak louder, bro. I can't hear you.
I'm okay. I'm saying like, if you like dodge like a woman be slapping you or some shit, then people would like go against you and shit, like talk shit. You know what I mean?
Wait, why?
No, I'm saying like just getting in fights with women. That's the one thing that sucks about that shit.
I mean, here's what I found out is people are always gonna talk trash.
Yeah,
bro. Like that's the truth. Like everybody talks trash, and you just gotta ignore people and do your own thing. Like that's what I've learned that like the hard way.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So that being said, you got a question or no?
Oh, I mean, like,
or just vibing.
Yeah, I'm just surviving for real. I'm just enjoying every moment and just working on some music and content and everything. Make like food content, all that.
What kind of content are you doing?
I do like food content, fitness content. I'm about to post more fitness, but I've been doing like food content, pretty much getting attention. And my brother Caleb is bigger in the industry with the food content. His it's like Caleb 887, and he blew up probably like a little bit over 2 years ago. But I don't know, he's just fucking like. He does like food content and stuff like that. And, he doesn't really like he doesn't really show his face too much. You know what I mean? He just creates content of food, and you can make a good amount of money on like the content from like different type of platforms, and also having your own type of like website, obviously, and putting recipes for free, making money off the ads and shit from the recipes after time, and selling products, obviously, all that type of stuff. That's just what I'm on. And obviously, after time, I'll be able to like pop off much more, and I'm in the process of it, but it just takes time, obviously, and I mean, just obviously every day I manifest it.
And it's always exchange. Like it's trying to be as intentional as possible, like with what you're exchanging your time.
Yeah.
In terms of like what are you doing? Is it ROI positive? And knowing that you're always going to miss out on something else. Like that's just the truth.
Yeah, seriously, and also like just focusing on like being as healthy as possible and drinking like fresh, good water, obviously, and like good foods, whole foods. Obviously, I eat like good meats and fruits every day and shit, and like. Yeah. Obviously, small amount of vegetables. Like I'm on all that type of shit, and obviously, it's good to obviously put the right knowledge out there and know your limits and everything. Obviously, what you can't really talk about and what you can talk about, and just stay consistent with all of it, no matter when. Truly, never give up till your last breath, for real. I mean, I'm like right now, I'm only 24 right now, but obviously, I know I have a lot more in my life, and there's a lot more to just succeed and spread love to my mom, my dad, my brothers, and my sister. I'm blessed that I have like them in my life and everything. Even though I'm not close with every single one of my family members, no one truly is, you know what I mean? But it just truly takes time with all that shit, and it's like obviously I'm living the most amazing life ever, for real. And obviously I know you are as well. You just gotta like truly like look in the mirror and remind yourself whenever you get the chances to that you're the best version of yourself, and you're just gonna keep on evolving to the fullest no matter what. Yeah, it's really the most important thing. And just remember that being blessed by the universe and God in the best ways possible for a reason, obviously.
I think gratitude is underrated.
Yeah, I fully agree, for real. It's like what Gary Vee always says. I mean, I like Gary Vee's just a lot of stuff he says and everything. He's like really nice. People like him.
Gratitude, like he says, gratitude's underrated.
Yeah. He always talks about
true, like that. Like gratitude is underrated.
Yeah,
and you know what I've realized is something. I've done it myself back in the day. There's a common mistake that I see a lot of people do. Is kind of they hype themselves up with like gangster music or like metal rock, just with terrible lyrics. Like anger, bro. They're using anger, right? And they're putting all this anger, and they think that because they're channeling the energy or the frequency of anger through their workouts, they're going to lift harder. But what they don't realize is they're actually stressing their body, and their body doesn't really want that. And you're already going through a certain hormetic stress via the induction of destroying the muscle through hypertrophy, whether it's band, body weight, or weight. And you're adding negative music? No, bro. You have to be listening to positive frequencies. They're going to be like elevating your spirit while you're going through that workout. And I'm not saying like you don't listen to death music like once. That's fine. It's just every day, over years and years and years. Blue lights, LED. You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yeah,
serious.
I know. Seriously,
And it's true,
I fully
and
agree.
it's sad
Yeah,
because it's not full tapped potential. It's just like people channeling negative energy, kind of like, oh, we had a fight. Let's have sex
Yeah.
to like fix it. Like,
I know.
what?
Literally. That's why it's good to like.
Advice. That's the worst advice I've ever heard.
Yeah, and I fully agree, bro. Seriously, and that's why you have to limit yourself from like obviously nutting and everything. All the guys don't ever talk about that stuff and shit. You're supposed to go like wild and semen retention is obviously very important, but you just doing the right ways, obviously, and everything. Don't just focus on just having sex every day. Guys just focus on having sex, like watching TV and just getting fucked up and everything every night. I barely even drink alcohol, obviously, and every once in a while, like barely though. I fucking don't even enjoy it. I just mainly like have very, very small amounts of CBD and THC, but very small amounts at a time whenever I do, and like super small amounts of nicotine from like cigars only. I used to smoke vapes, like mainly Juuls and shit. I stopped obviously years ago and shit, but I used to obviously smoke them every day, and I could feel my lungs like way healthier and everything. Doing like the Wim Hof method, mainly through my nose. That shit's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
You already know that. Obviously, I know you're hip with all that shit.
And guess what? And you're gonna say what I'm probably gonna say. It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, I know. Seriously,
it's small habits that you stack together at a compound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally for real. I mean, like I saw like my brother when he blew up first, and I was just like, holy fucking shit! Like out of nowhere, it just popped up so much, and like now he has over like probably around like 300,000 on Instagram alone. You know what I mean? Off the food content, never really shown his face as much. And he obviously has a profile picture showing his face.
Does he enjoy what he's doing or no?
What?
Does he enjoy it or no?
Yeah, he enjoys it and everything. The one thing he always deals with is just like he obviously dealt with a good amount of fatigue and everything, and that put him like in a position that he was like more like low energy and everything, and dealing with anxiety, obviously, all that shit. But he's been healthy and everything like that. But just all that energy from that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so much energy on you, and like all these people talking shit, and like he dealt with it in the best ways. He's always dealing with it, but he just shit like that. Like there's so many people that blow up, and it just takes a lot out of you, and like all that energy coming at you, even if it's good energy, you just don't know how to like deal with it. It's all up in your system.
Well, can I just throw out a theory I have?
Yeah, for sure.
And I've given this some thought for some time. Mm-hmm. I truly believe we went from being deficient in terms of communication and connection to being hyper-connected.
Yeah, I believe
more than we should. Think about it. Back in the day, like you were a leader in a tribe or a city or something. Some people only knew 20 people their whole life. 100 people, 2,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000 people, right? And you're the leader of 20,000 people. Now you got like 5 million followers, 10 million followers. Like, bro, those are 10 million people watching.
Yeah, bro. It feels so crazy.
Negative energy, terrible energy, bot energy, just consuming. You have
lots of bots, bro. They're all over.
You have so much on your plate. You have so many eyes on you. Of course, there's going to be repercussions. Like that's just inevitable. So I believe we have been hyper-connected, and this is a phenomenon that people do feel that pressure when a lot of eyes are on you, which is it does make sense. Ideally, I wouldn't mind like 10 million people are observing you and everybody had positive thoughts, right? Or neutral, even neutral. Give me baseline. But when you start dealing with negativity, that's a whole different ballgame. So yeah, I agree. It's like it's a pros. Like people want to blow up. He's like, why do you want to blow up?
Yeah,
all I gotta say is, if you blow up and you become famous, all I have to say is, if the light inside isn't like brighter than the light shining on you, my friend, you're in trouble.
Yeah, bro. Lots of evil.
Like that's as real as it's gonna get.
Yeah, literally. It's just lots of evil, and you can't deal with the evil unless you're very dialed in. Also, like grounded every day and just on the earth, like in the grass, dirt, anything like that. Obviously, the ocean's the absolute best, and lakes still good, but the ocean's just the best. And obviously, like I'm in Ohio right now, like Cleveland, Ohio area, and I just love Florida like a lot and shit out that way. I'm actually about to go out there at the end of this month, around like the 30th.
So, tell me what's your game plan? Like, what
I mean, like,
trying to achieve? Like,
all right,
if you talk about any endeavor, like physical, whatever.
I already have like tons of things I just focus on doing. It's just really just taking care of my mind, body, and soul in the absolute best ways possible. I make a lot of videos and content, tons of different shit, and tons of different accounts I'm focused on using, like AI with everything, like I have been using AI like ChatGPT and even ChatGPT, but all the other ones that I like paid for and shit. And for an example, obviously I make music, but that's more for like enjoying. It's all like positive, uplifting type of music. It's not really like negative and good quality hertz frequencies and everything. I listen to hertz frequencies whenever I work out and like meditate while I'm like fucking doing stretches and movements before my workout and after my workout. And I just focus on all that shit and obviously like just getting a good amount of sun or just being in the daylight and the even if it's not sunny or anything or if it's raining, just go outside. If it's snowing, go outside, or at least a little bit. It's just like crazy dealing with that type of shit. You know what I mean? But it's just no matter what the weather, you gotta truly thrive through all of it. You can't like just give up and just be a pussy about it for real. And the main thing I don't know, I'm just focusing on spreading the good messages out to the public, obviously with Show My Face, but like also a lot of content with nature involved in like just food involved in like on different lots of different accounts for different niches and everything. Like obviously like even up 50 to 100 plus accounts or some shit like that, like on that type of shit. But like I've already posted on many different accounts and I've been popping off on my food accounts a good amount for a while now and everything. Obviously it's good to be involved in like crypto and like stocks and everything. I'm not highly invested in that shit, but obviously I know a lot about it. I'm very like involved with all that type of shit, and it's very good for the people that invest in the best ways for like the long term, like ways that are beneficial and healthy for you, that don't like fuck over other people and shit like what you do and everything Luke does. Like you guys are real motherfuckers, and obviously some people try to call you out and they fucking failed. You know what I mean? All of that shit's negative
And the best
fake as
part,
fuck. So
is
easy
they
to
don't even
realize.
pronunciate names right.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're just butted.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, bro, I
Yeah.
do know who spoke and who said what. I had
Yeah.
so much dirt on them.
Yeah.
I did send him a voice message. I said if they kept it up, I would leak it.
Yeah, literally.
It would definitely wreck him. He didn't reply, so I think he kind of like, I think he chilled.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean, dude,
I don't mind. When I
it's
when I
lots of
saw
like
my first
negative energy.
reaction,
Yeah.
when I heard him saying the name, I'm like, they're so botted.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like people just try to, like my first, I'm like, whoa, is it that interesting? Like, okay, cool. But whatever. Honestly, it is what it is, dude.
Seriously, it truly is, bro. And I'm glad that
I really didn't want to show my befores. Like, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, all that.
Bro,
whatever.
You literally evolved a ton and shit. And that shit was amazing. Bro, like, you had nothing bad. There was nothing bad against you. And there really nothing is, like, at all with that type of shit. And a lot of people are just very jealous and want to be in your position. If they talk shit about you or anything like that, obviously, especially on social media, it's just a reflection to them, their true selves. And they got to evolve, and you just got to wish the best for them. You know what I mean? That's how it is with everyone. Obviously, like, bro, like, a lot of people gotta be around the people that, like, for an example, if they were to meet, like, someone like the Tate brothers or some shit, then they shake their hand, and they're not shaking, fucking, like, spazzing out. Like, you gotta be a man and, like, shake their hand, like, be a real motherfucker and be calm and, like, relax. And
you know what's the issue, bro?
What?
I'm gonna be 100% honest. So this is what happened. Like, Luke worked with the Tates. I'm not sure what the issue is now. If they still work together, I have no idea. I don't really care.
Yeah, I remember, like, I saw.
But they work together. Luke's like, yo, I'm going to their house. I don't want to go by myself. Do you want to come? I said no. He said please, and I said okay. He's like, you want to go back? Because we'd gone to Romania before, so he kind of convinced me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go. That being said, I did know Tate. I didn't know who his brother was. I didn't know Fresh or anybody because I'm not that like involved in all that stuff.
Yeah.
But whatever happened, and whatever people say, they can say. I really don't care, bro. Like, if you understood the level of problems I'm dealing with that I don't speak of, these things are so trivial and so dumb that I can't just even think about it. Like, to be 100% honest.
Yeah, I know. No, for real, Lily. Like, it's truly amazing, dude. Just obviously, like, you went, like, when you went there around that time, I remember, like, those videos are raw as fuck, obviously. And obviously, I watched some where I get the chance to see, like, of that type of stuff. It's just good to, like, watch the good knowledge ones instead of, like, the ones that bots will watch, like, all those fucking NPCs and shit that just destroy their whole brains and wake up and they just focus on that and go to bed and do the same thing, for real. It's just how it is. And
I mean,
people like us,
dude, what I was going to say was the following. It's called the Star Complex, which is a made-up, fictitious train of thought or paradigm that has been created into the human paradigm that is picked up and heavily affects the automated mind,
Yeah.
right? The crowd mentality, the herd mentality, which is the stars. Stars don't exist. Humans are humans, right? Some go viral, some don't. Some have something to say, some fizzle out. Humans are humans. The issue is people go into a room, they shake somebody who's famous, and they start because they think they're famous or something, and that makes them better than them. But if you really break it down, the person was born, the person's gonna die, the person pees, the person poops, the person showers, the person. Now, what my question is what's the person done with his life? What is he trying to accomplish? Am I trying to? Very few times do I feel like I just look at a dude and I'm like, he's a dude, he's a woman, or he's a whatever he wants to call himself. That's the ball game. But dude, that's the issue. People have that star mentality, bro. Like, is like somebody's different than them, and this is not.
Yeah, bro.
It's all it is. It's all it is. Is you have propagated information about that person, whether you like the person, whether you dislike the person, whether you're neutral about the person. That being said, all of this is due to the conversation that we're speaking about before, which is the hyperconnection due to a technocratic form of magic via the internet, which is social media.
Yeah.
Via a lost now a propagation machine of pure propaganda. What do I mean by this? Before I would wake up, go to Instagram, have a great time. Now wake up, go to Instagram, soft porn pitch.
Yeah.
Settle there. Okay. I'm like, that's weird. I don't follow the person. Total bot woman. Next day, same shit. Boom. Open 4 legs.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, right? I'm a 30-year-old man, right? I see this, I'm like, oh, this is dumb. Like, if I want to watch this kind of stuff, I can go to the internet, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a kid, you're 10, 12, you're being propagated.
Or even like 2 or 3, bro. For real. It's
That's
crazy,
a scary
bro.
thought. So the fact that this is occurring right now boggles my mind, right?
Yeah.
That's being said, that's why I love the whole like school ecosystem. It's kind of like curate it, right? But that kind of alarmed me. And it's not if they targeted like individuals, right? That are older. The issue is the younger people that should be exposed to this kind of stimulus.
I fully agree, bro. For real. It's a very good way to talk about it, and you worded it all.
Okay, somebody asked, how do you make money? First of all, you have to understand what money is.
Yeah.
Second of all, you have to understand store value. Third of all, you have to understand value.
Yeah, for real.
What kind of value are you providing, and how are you marketing that value? And are other people seeing the value and paying fiat currency for that value? Is that value a physical product? What is it? Digital product? It doesn't matter. It's very simple. The issue is people don't like to think, and people like to copy.
Seriously, bro.
Gen Z TikTok brain. People can't think for themselves.
Literally. I mean, you could just realize who's like a real ass motherfucker and who's a fake motherfucker instantly right away. Like, obviously over the phone, sometimes like obviously like we're having this conversation right now, and we're having obviously we could tell we're real motherfuckers, obviously each other and shit. But a lot of people, like 99.9%, bro, like walking around just enjoying life and shit, and you see like literally it's pretty much everyone's just TikTok brain, bro. Like they're just scrolling on TikTok, looking all over, and just people like us, obviously.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, I truly believe, bro. Like, obviously, they choose who. Everyone's stuck, and obviously, it's in the matrix and everything. But for an example, they choose push agendas to obviously stop most of the human population from evolving. You know what I mean? They don't want people to evolve. I'm just saying, like, in any type of way. Literally. I'm saying, obviously, like, people say, who are you talking about? Like, obviously, it's not just one person. It's, like, millions of people, bro, like, worldwide, and just, like, all connected with each other. And then thousands of people that get to choose how it moves around and shit. And you just have to, like, kind of be, like, allies with them and spread love and positivity and everything like that. Just truly amazing, like, enjoying every moment, living in this time of the world, all the shit going on, the shit with even, like, Trump and everything, and just almost getting shot and everything. And I don't even care about politics at all. I don't have anything for Biden or Trump, but obviously you can tell who's a real motherfucker and who's a fake motherfucker. Like what I just told you, it's obvious, but everyone has their problems and shit, especially in the politics. It's all fucking like fake. It's just like very negative and very weird. But obviously I knew something like that was going to happen, and you just got to remind yourself that people like us have the power. We just truly have the powers of Jesus, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm not saying like talking about super religious shit all the time. Like, I just believe in God, and like God is the universe, and it's just we are like God, you know what I mean? We're created by God and all that type of shit, and No matter what
Well,
religion you are, you got
you threw a lot. What you did right there was you threw
yeah,
a lot of conjecture.
yeah, yeah,
And you threw a lot of polarizing thoughts and made it seem very harmonious. So
yeah,
I would like look back and ponder on what you just said, in terms of like, like you can't consider yourself a god if there are gods, right?
yeah, yeah.
Or if not, you
Yeah,
would
no,
be a god.
we're not. Yeah, yeah, I'm saying like we're created by God. You know what I mean? That's what I meant to say.
What I'm saying is like go back, listen to the recording, because everything you say
Yeah.
has meaning, and then meaning also has to be interpreted by the individual that's listening.
Yeah, seriously.
And then they have their own interpretation of it. So that's why you have to be very careful of how you speak.
Yeah.
And I say that to you. I say that to myself.
Yeah,
Because
seriously.
sometimes
I
I don't
know.
think and I speak.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to do that.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier to do that when you're unhealthy, right? When you're in a state of like not even using your prefrontal cortex. Not
Yeah,
even
seriously.
tapping into that, not even knowing like what that means, right?
Yeah.
Like how do you think like that?
Yeah.
It's a train of thought. Like you can tap into like thinking more right brain, left brain with certain protocols, with like being in certain states of mind.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to do that if you're constantly watching blue light. If you're constantly like I'm not saying calcification, but if you have high levels of inflammation in your brain and in your gut, like what you're doing is you are canceling all the possibilities and all those factors that play a pivotal role in you being able to tap into your fullest potential.
Yeah.
That's it.
Seriously, that's it. I fully agree. Fully.
Yeah. Honestly,
Truly amazing.
good combo.
Yeah, for real. Good combo, bro. For real.
Yeah.
We'll keep in touch and everything.
Yeah,
really.
man.
Really.
Yeah, it was
Keep on
definitely
doing
a
your
good
thing.
combo. I'm gonna see if somebody else has a question. I'm
Yeah,
probably
for
gonna
sure.
cut it because I have to pack in tomorrow.
Yeah.
To a different part of the map.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Take
For
your
real.
shirt.
Keep on
Take your
vibing.
shirt off, bro. Dude, do you think
I
I'm like
got
a
you, bro.
clown or
I got
something? I'm here to do this show for you. Are you out of your mind, dog? Nah, bro. Are you seriously gonna do it for him? Nah.
What?
You look good though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Show him a
Hope
little
I
tricep
inspire
action
everyone.
right there. Show him a little tricep action.
What do you say?
Yeah. Looking good, bro. Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How you
Yeah, I
feeling?
focus on doing I mean right now I'm 6 foot and then 180 around there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Good.
I never took any type of like steroids or anything. I'm never planning on, obviously, like I just never focused on any of that. And I'm not trying to like I'm just never trying to focus on that because I'm not trying to like fuck up my body and shit, whole mind, body and soul. Just
Well,
very
here's the
scary.
thing: if steroids were healthy, if steroids were good for you, I'd be the #1 advocate. I'd be like,
I
yo,
know,
you
Lily.
do it.
Yeah.
But you're seeing everybody getting wrecked on it, and then it becoming super popular, and all the bots on Automata.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the way to do it.
Mhm.
Let me inject myself with this shit.
Yeah, I know.
And then
Seriously,
they
bro.
look like they aged 10 years in like 6 months or 7 months. It's ridiculous.
It's so damn true, bro. For real, Lily. But we'll keep in touch and everything. It was really nice talking to you and everything.
Yeah, man.
Just keep on thriving. Keep on pushing yourself with all, bro. Like, stay as happy as possible. You gotta smile. Force yourself to smile. All that type of shit, bro. For real. I just want to let you know all that shit, bro. I'll let you go. Keep on grinding with everything, for real. Peace,
All right.
bro.
Cheers, man. All
Cheers.
right. Let's see who's next.
God bless.
Next? We got one more person,
bro.
and I really got to bounce, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I accepted a random person. Yo.
How's it going?
Yo, this guy looks like he's going to go hunt some Pokemon or something. He looks like he's a Pokemon trainer.
Really,
Oh,
man?
Ash.
Why do you say that?
You just look like a Pokemon trainer. It's a good thing, though. It's not a bad thing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
So,
like, here. I'm not going to be biased. Everybody, if you think he looks like a Pokemon trainer, press 1. If you don't think and I'm tripping, press 2. We'll see what everybody has to say. You look like a Pokemon trainer. Like, that's just my opinion.
let's see what the comments say.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Got to catch them all.
So, I just joined this live. I've been listening to the conversations, but are you just like talking to people or?
I'm just answering questions. If you got a question, I'm definitely down to answer it.
I don't want to bring anything up that you don't want to talk about.
Okay. So let's do this. Bring up a question. I'll tell you if I don't want to talk about it.
Do you ever, or I'm just gonna ask it, do you ever like dislike that you get grouped in with like Tates, Sneeko, other people like that, or do you not mind it?
I mean, I don't care. Like, I can get grouped in, not get grouped in. People, you know what the problem is? If you attach your identity, if you attach uh, who you are or your value based on your status, status comes and goes. People see this guy, he's hot and flashy, get bored of him, get shiny syndrome object, look at the next guy, and then everybody's fighting for attention. I don't care, dude. I'm just doing me. If people want to jump in, they can jump in. If they don't want to jump in, they don't jump in. I don't care. Like, that's the truth. And that's how I
Okay.
approach it. And I've learned that the hard way. So you can't please everyone. People are going to hate you. People are going to love you. People shouldn't love you or adore you, and people shouldn't hate you. Like, people should just be neutral and, like, learn and stop being dumb.
Okay. Uh,
So I don't care. I don't care if I'm, like, I don't
yeah.
care if I'm not even associated with them. Or if they say, oh, Nate's not as good as them. Like, I don't care. Like, and your name is, I don't know you.
So do you have a good relationship with them, or it's not really a big deal for
Dude,
you?
like, I personally, like, so whenever I'm in Miami, I'll hang out with Sneeko. Whenever I have a chance, I'll hang out with them. In terms of the takes, not really. Didn't know them. I didn't want to go to their house. I went because Luke wanted me to go. Luke works with them, and that's about it.
Yeah. But I'm sure you have like lots of respect for anyone
Well, I
who's
mean, anybody who's accomplished anything, you can learn from, and
yeah.
respect can come and go. In terms of what they are and who they are as people, individuals, I think they're very cool people. They've done a lot. I think they've brought a lot of awareness to certain subjects that a lot of people are very, very shy to talk about. Whether they're trying to do it for profit or they're trying to do it because they had good intentions.
Which ones do
it was done,
you
and
think
it's good.
specifically?
Well, I think just masculinity itself, like, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
certain extent where it could become toxic if you pick it up by and I get it, like, you try to become, like, trying to do viral content, it's and then editors get it out of context, and dude, it can be a nightmare. I get it, but in terms of, like, yeah, people, like, waking up to certain subjects, I think they did a good job. And I think Sneeko did a great job. Like, I actually talked with him at the game. We invited him to come with us. He came to us to the Argentina match. But yeah, we, like, chopped it up, and I told him, like, hey, you did a video about X, Y, and Z. I really like what you had to say about it. Like, do I agree with everything everybody had to say? No. Do I agree with everything I have to say? No. Not all the time. I look back and I'm like, that was dumb. And sometimes I say something, I'm like, go back, I'm like, oh, that was really smart. Where did I even think about that? So the issue, you know what the problem is? People are super insecure, and they try to shy it with them knowing it all, being insecure, and then just casting their negative emotions upon people.
Yeah.
I take it with a grain of salt. I try to learn from everybody. Sometimes I'm emotional, but I try to be as rational as possible.
Yeah. I just want to say, like, I really like your guys' content. You and Luke's obviously, and I can tell you're like a pretty nerdy guy, and I think a lot of people who are successful are very nerdy. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by nerdy? Nerdy can be
Just like what I've noticed is a lot of people who end up super successful, they're nerdy, like at heart. Like even the Tates, they're nerdy. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Well, I don't understand, because nerdy can be a million things. That's what I'm trying.
Just
Let me give you an
like on
example.
top of your
Let me give
shit, you know what I mean?
brother. Let me give you an example. Gay. Right? Back in the day, gay used to mean jovial, happy, exuberant, ecstatic, full of life and joy. Then it became homosexuality, like of the same sex. Then it became a symbol of pride and freedom. And now it's becoming something as in imposing like a dogmatic view of something upon everybody else. And if you don't like it, you're a hater. So words can shift. That is what I'm trying to convey. So what do you mean by the word nerd? Because what you said did not define the word nerd at all, in my opinion.
I think someone who is a nerd is someone who is very like on point with what they're saying, and they believe what they say, and they're very like they have a lot of information, and they're very like nerdy about a certain topic. You know what I mean?
Okay, so nerdy, are you saying somebody likes the topic, so
Yeah,
they're
knowledgeable.
willing to spend enough time to, like, dive into
Exactly.
it? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think you have to. So when I think nerdy, I'm kind of like thinking something else, but it's definitely
It's not an
somebody
insult
who has
at all.
what?
Not an insult at all. You know?
No, it's not an insult. No, when I think more nerdy, I'm thinking more of the realm of, like, sci-fi, fantasy, like people that, like, go down that rabbit hole and don't, like, jump into reality, which I love, by the way. Like, I'm a huge fan of Tolkien's work. Like honestly,
Uh,
like one of my favorite actors. I actually got to meet in person. Super cool guy, Viggo Mortensen, dude. Super cool guy. So I'm all about like fantasy. I'm all about folklore. Like that's awesome. But I do agree that there has to be a certain tendency, something that drives you, motivates you to spend hours obsessed with
yeah,
the subject.
exactly.
100%. And the problem is people want to dive into the reasoning. No, people want to dive into the study without understanding the reasoning of the study. Because if you understand the reasoning of the study and you understand that it's going to correlate with your passion and your goals, you can almost like create like an internal furnace or fuel that's going to motivate you to propel you to like people ask me like, Nate, who do you follow? Where do you get your information? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I was like reading articles, books, like whatever I could get my hands on. 4 a.m. like drinking potions at night, like dude, like watching a documentary. Like, what am I to tell you? Like, there's so much stuff.
Like you're just
It just goes
obsessed.
compounding. So
Right?
there has to be that tendency and that inclination towards wanting to learn something.
Yeah.
So what are you nerdy about then? If that's what we're gonna go with.
Man, I feel like I'm just a nerd in general. Like I
Yeah.
just overanalyze everything, you know. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I think
Like
it's a great thing based
overanalyzing.
on what you just said.
Yeah, like every little thing I just like overanalyze, you know.
Well, over analysis paralysis can happen as well.
Exactly. And anxiety too.
Well, there you go. But anxiety
Yeah.
is things that you can't control, and that's if you can truly grasp that. Like if people truly grasp, like if there's things you can't control, let it go. If there's things you can control, do the best you can to the best of your abilities, and get that job done. That's it. Like there's so many other things to worry about. Like that should be the least of your worries.
Yeah. One more thing I just want to ask you, like, so from like your young self, you know, like obviously like I'm 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how how did you become the man you are today? You know, like how did you
You know what I
like
was? You know what I was doing at 18 years old?
what?
I was working at a gas station in Argentina, pumping gas, wiping windshields.
Did you move with your brother?
Earning Argentine pesos to earn enough money to get a ticket to fly to the States. So that's what I was doing when I was 18. Did I know where I was going to be today? No. Did I give it my best? 100%. Did sometimes I slip and fall and didn't feel like doing it? 100%. Did sometimes it feel like it was insurmountable and the journey was too hard and too like impossible? Yeah, you give up? Yes, 100%. But when you see how far you've come, that kind of gives you motivation to keep going, right? Because people are so obsessed with like how much has to come yet, and they don't realize how far they've come. When they look how far they come, they're like, "Oh, dude, that was really bad. Like now this is easy. Like let's keep going." Like people have the wrong perspective. It goes back to the same analogy of the cup, half empty, half full. But dude, 18, like bro, you're here on a live in the state. They're pumping gas like a bot, bro. Like trying to, you know what I mean? Like.
Did you know you were a bot, or was it just
No,
your
I
living
don't
life?
I don't think anybody knows they're a bot. It's kind of like in hindsight. And then I look at myself in a few years and I'm like, oh, dude, I learned so many things. Like, oh, maybe I was a bot.
Okay.
What I tell people is, and I tweeted about it today, when you truly understand the game of life, there's a lot of things that people worry about that they shouldn't be worried about. And I'm not going to get into that because that's a long topic, and I'm probably going to hang up soon because I do have to pack for my trip.
Yeah, 100%.
But
where are you located?
I'm located in the mountains, and if we meet in person, I might tell you. But I've met a few people in Miami, and I've told them we're in the mountains.
So
but I'm in the mountains.
I'm assuming Miami then.
Is there mountains in Miami?
Well, I don't know. Like maybe it's like the dojo
I'll let you
shit.
think about that one. I'll let you think about. I'm not in Miami.
Oh.
No chance.
Okay. Colorado.
No.
Okay.
I'll give you two more guesses.
Dude, I feel like you'd be in like Bangkok or some shit. Like,
no,
I don't know.
No. The fact that you're
not in the States
doesn't really matter. But whatever. What?
Wait. Thailand.
No. But that was good tries. Like good tries, but no.
Okay.
No.
You keep that private or?
Bro, because this is probably gonna get a couple views. So yeah. If we meet in person, I might tell you. I've told a few people.
Got you. Yeah.
Are you gonna come here like hunt some Pokemon? Is that what you're asking?
Hey,
or what?
Hey, bro, you can't keep using that joke, bro. Like, I I don't even watch Pokemon or any of that shit.
No, I know. I'm the same. I don't really do Pokemon.
Well, either not even anime, to be honest, bro. Like,
bro, honestly, bro. So people ask me, can I say something? So anime, you have to almost look at anime as a medium or a portrayal of information or storytelling. Thus, the storytelling aspect or the journey one embarks on in the visual experience can be done by actors, real life humans, right? Via TV shows or movies. The issue and the inclination is there's certain ranges of emotions, there's certain subjects that if a human does, it looks tacky, cheesy, corny, but if one does with animation, you can pull it off and it actually looks very appealing, epic, perhaps even motivational. That's why I like that whole medium. Are there negative things about anime that I don't like? 100%.
Like what about like
Other things that I love about anime? What?
Like the is it called hentai or some shit?
I mean,
Or
but then you have porn, and it's people, same stuff. I literally just said acting. Now one is acting for lust, the other one's acting for lust.
Yeah.
Same stuff.
okay, so you don't watch that though.
That's the most botted question I've gotten in a long time.
I'm just messing with you a little bit, but yeah, 100%.
I should be like, yeah, and then I'm just gonna have people clipping and be like, yes. Hey, watch hentai. No, I don't watch hentai. No, I would be more inclined toward a real species of my own, not a made up, fictitious, luscious boobs that are shining.
Is your love life
by
like?
Some creepy Japanese guy in his office. What?
Yeah. What is your love life like? Because like you keep that stuff very private, you know.
I've never been on a date.
Really?
I'll leave that at I'll leave that at that.
Is that like on purpose?
100%.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure girls throw themselves at you though. You know?
Well, you know, here and there, sometimes you can take your shirt off at the beach. But it's all good. I don't really care, to be 100% honest.
Are you? Do you want to get married or?
Eventually, yeah. But honestly, ever since I was young, I've always had an inclination toward a very adventurous lifestyle by myself with other like-minded individuals. So no, I'm not really like looking forward to a date. To be 100%.
Yeah. How many kids do you want?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't. That's like not even in my. I'm just gonna whenever I'm bored, I'm just gonna start spawning children in the ether and be like, all right, guys, read the first written scroll. It's about to get wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably gonna bounce because I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of packing to do. That being said,
it was really good talking to you though, bro. Like, what? Sorry, I keep cutting you off. That's my bad. It was really good talking to you. Like, you're a very smart and intelligent dude. I can tell, and that's why obviously I follow you.
I'm just learning, bro. To be 100% honest.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, it's been a good talk. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'll leave this up for like 24 hours and then I'll delete it.
Hey,
from Goblin Town.